this.
Well, what's happening? Hope all is well with everybody. We're back. What is this? The second week? Third? This is the second week of December, and it's almost time for Christmas. Are you guys ready? That's what I'm saying. Are you guys ready? 10 days till Christmas, and I think we got almost, 15 more days, 16 more days until we go into the new year, 2022. Are you guys ready for all of that? Welcome to all the people that have come on to the show. Hit the spot, which is our regular. How you doing? She's saying, hey. I got Lisa Marie. She's checking us out, saying, hey, hit the spot. You look good with the haircut. Oh my God. That's all I did was just shave. That's it. It ain't nothing fancy. Stop. Anyway, my name is Corey Sanders. I go by the name of Tallboy. I'm here to talk tech news with you, and hopefully you guys will enjoy some of the topics that we bring this evening, as I'm only just trying to inform you. A little housekeeping for you. If you are on LinkedIn, if you are on Facebook, please come over to the YouTube channel. So when you type in your comments, I can see them and I can post them onto the show. All right. Please come over to YouTube. Go to the Lab Tech Show. All right. That's all I'm asking. Pretty simple stuff. Nothing fancy. I got a guest. And, my thing is tonight's topics were geared more towards shopping. And I wanted to mix it up a little bit because I've had some women, and I know Lisa Marie and Hit the Spot have come on to the show. But I wanted to get some more women to get involved. And I have a good friend of mine who has said that, you know what, thanks for the opportunity. And she's an entrepreneur, she's a public speaker. I'm not sure if she's really into tech or not, but we're going to find all that out in one moment. But I want to get the women perspective. So, ladies, please tag your friends. Ask your friends to come over to the YouTube Tech Show, the YouTube channel, the Lab Tech Show, and let's have a conversation, okay? And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce Miss LaCrystal Lockett. How are you?
I am doing well. Good evening. How are you, tall
I,
boy?
I'm
Beautiful.
good. I'm good. So, LaCrystal Lockett, can you tell us a little bit about who you are, what you're all about, and are you a techie? Are you into the tech space or anything like that?
Well, I would say I'm not technically into the tech space, but I have a heart for it. I have a heart for a lot of things, and I would say I have a heart for it. So I'm always open to learning new things, and so I would say yes.
Okay, all right. And then a little bit of background on you so people can have an idea of what you're all about with, so they'll if they want to check out any of your works or anything like that, where can they go?
Absolutely, absolutely. So a lot of people know me as my name is LaCrystal Lockett. I would say a lot of people know me as a public speaker, survivor. I would say that I've had 92 surgeries. I'm also a minister, an evangelist. I travel around. I'm a public speaker, author, writer. I graduated law school, so um, I just get around. I help a lot of people. Also, a credit specialist. Um, I just do a lot of things. I'm creative. I just travel around interior decorating by the way of just helping a lot of people. My heart, I'm a founder. I have two nonprofit organizations, and I just have a heart of gold. If it involves helping, I'm in it.
Okay, well, I see the symmetry in the background with the tree and the mirror and the and the pictures all lined up. So I see what you're doing over there in the background. I see you. I see you. All right.
Okay.
Well, this is the part of the show where we like to talk about your week in tech. I'm not sure if you have anything that you would like to talk about in tech, but I have something. If you don't, I mean, you just got to let me know. I know the holidays are coming up, and do you have any ideas of what you're getting for Christmas, or what you want for Christmas, or do you have any gift ideas that you think somebody might be interested in? Anything like that?
I'm still working on that. I'm really known as a giver. Um, I would say in about 2 days on the 17th, I'm celebrating my 7 year transplant anniversary. So it'll make 7 years. 7 years I have had my dual organ transplant. So it's more of a birthday for me. So Christmas and a birthday. So no, I haven't thought about any gift ideas, but I do have a couple of people on my list, and I am working on a few ideas. So I'm looking forward to a few ideas in the tech arena to give a few gift ideas out for my nephew and a couple of other people. So I'm
Okay,
open
you
for it.
you got to check out some of our previous shows. I'm pretty sure that there's some great products that we've had, that we've had that I think would be some great gift ideas for your nephew if he's in the young adult range and all that kind of stuff. I think that they might appreciate that kind of stuff. But I had an opportunity. I went out and splurged a little bit, and I probably shouldn't have did this, but I went out and bought um, these Wayfair Ray-Ban stories. I'm not sure if you guys have heard about them or not, but these are your tech glasses. Remember Inspector Gadget, all that good old stuff? Well, we're not going to dive too much into this because I don't really want to brag about it, but you can put these glasses on, and when you put the glasses on, you see they're pretty thick. You can actually take phone calls with them. You can play music. You can, what else can you do? You can do 30 seconds worth of video for Facebook stories, and you can also take pictures. So right now, let me see if I can take a picture. Oh, I think I did video. I hope I didn't. I think I did video. So right here, I'm just recording some video right now of me recording the show and that kind of stuff. And then you stop. Well, I didn't hear the thing go beep. Okay, it took a picture. And then now, if I can find my phone and I open up the app, these are called the Ray-Ban Stories. They come in sunglasses and actual regular glasses. And if you guys really want to ball out, they're $2.99. So I'm not sure if that's something that you guys want to do, but for $2.99 you can go out and get your sunglasses, get your regular glasses. You can only find them at lens crafters, okay? So just be mindful of where you can pick these glasses up. So while I'm waiting for these pictures to load up, I'll show you what they look like. Oh, there it is already. So there's the video, and that's the video of me of what I just recorded right now while we were live. So
Wow.
Ray-Ban Stories. Here's the actual photo. So this is what I just took when I hit my button on the right-hand side right here. And you can actually take phone calls. You can listen to your audiobooks, all that kind of stuff. So if you're looking for something that's a little different, you don't want to have the Bluetooths in your ear, you can literally have a full-blown conversation with these Ray-Ban Stories. All right. So that's my week in tech. All right. Now here goes hit the spot over here messing with me, talking about, oh, really? You don't want to brag? See, this is what I got to deal with. And so this is a nice gift idea if somebody is really into tech. Now this is first generation. We'll talk a little bit offline because we got some more things that we need to talk about. If you ask me if this is something that you should buy, or if somebody's into tech, should you go out and buy this? So you should reach out to me and kind of go from there. I'm a tech person, so I had to have one of these. So I felt like that was the move to make. For the ones that know, it's time to shift a little bit. It's time for our stash stock party. All right. So for the ones who are not familiar, stash stock. Um, if you are not into investing, you should think about getting into it. And Stash has an opportunity for you to invest. And what I mean by that is if you set up an account, and it's absolutely free. If you click the link in my bio of the description, on the YouTube channel, if you click on the description, I think you get $20 off if you use my link. Or you can just sign up on your own, no big deal. But tonight's product offering is Spotify. You have to do no investing for the Stash Stock Party, and you get an incremental stock of Spotify tonight, absolutely free. And then when you're ready to put in $5, $10, $50, $100, then you can go ahead and start it. You can go ahead and start investing your money whenever you're ready. But at least this is a great way to at least own an incremental stock of different companies. And they do this every Wednesday, and I want to say Saturday, or every Wednesday and every Sunday, where you have 1 hour. So by the time this show ends, it'll be time to go get into the Stash Stock Party will be over with. So you got 1 hour, y'all. 1 hour to go ahead and get your Stash Stock, which is Spotify tonight, to own an incremental piece of Stash. Are you into investing at all?
I am. I actually just started. So I would say more so real estate investing, but this, just hearing about this is a really, really good opportunity. And I like to just seize every opportunity possible.
Well, like I said, this is absolutely free. If you guys would like to get a free $20, you can click the link in the description on my YouTube channel, and you get $20, and you can invest it however you like. Or if you want to do it on your own, by all means, go to Stash Stock and or just Google Stash, create an account, and then, like I said, every Wednesday at 8 p.m. we get an incremental stock. We don't know who the brand is. All right. Someone said that other stock comes out on Friday. Okay, well, I'm not sure what the other day is, but it could be Friday. Just know it's someday on the weekend. That's all we really know. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into this show real quick. I gotta ask, are you Android or are you Apple?
I'm Team Apple all day.
Oh my
And
God.
listen, I'm going to tell you how much I'm Team Apple.
Oh my God. Okay.
Wait, before you judge, I'm going to tell you, I am so Team Apple. I've been, I'm loyal. I've been Team Apple since I think it's like, what was it, 2G, 3G? The block Apple iPhone. So, I mean, I tried though. I tried, I think it was like the Galaxy, Samsung Galaxy. I don't think Note, I don't know. But yeah, now I wouldn't even know how to operate an Android. Sorry.
Wow. Okay. So this could be helpful for you. This could potentially be helpful for all the Apple users. I got a few text messages and a few a request saying, "Hey, will you please not stop talking about Apple?" And I'm like, you guys know I don't do the A word, that's the forbidden fruit, Eve got us in trouble, so I don't even know why y'all are out here trying to rock with Apple. But
Hey,
let me see, what does he say? Apple is the only way to go. Like, really, man? I don't know about that. Since
passing around.
1993. Team Android, look, I'm with it. Like, Team Android, that's what's up. And what they say, I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, well, whatever. Um, so look, Apple now lets you choose contacts, lets you choose the contacts who can access your account when you die. And they're going to also show you how to set it up. So if you have your Apple iPhone, I think this might be a great way for you to check this out and see if it actually works. So basically, this is how the story reads. Basically, Apple released an iPhone update this week called iOS 15.2, which includes a new feature called the Digital Legacy. The change will let you choose specific people who will be able to access your account after you transition. It's been very difficult for loved ones to access an Apple account of a family member or a friend who has passed away. And without the phone's passcode or iCloud information, surviving family members sometimes had to get a court order for access to a deceased loved one's digital data. And then, quite naturally, we all know that access can be helpful if a surviving family member needs phone numbers, emails, passwords, notes, and other information. The chosen contacts can access data in a stored iCloud, like photos, documents, and after the original user passes away. So as long as they have a special access key that they're going to send you and a copy of the death certificate, you'll get access to this. Digital legacy users would tap those people most likely to have a copy of the death certificate. And so basically, this is if you have your iPhone, you can go ahead and see if this works. Basically, it says go into your settings, general, and do a software update. So make sure you got the iOS 15.2. And then once you have that, now remember, I don't have an iPhone, so y'all be patient with me. But you want to open up the settings on your iPhone, tap your name at the top of the page, select password and security. And then it says choose a legacy contact. And you can choose up to 5 family members or friends. And then you'll receive an access code. Print it and keep it in a safe place with your other estate planning documents. Your digital legacy contacts will need to provide that code and a death certificate to access your account. Your thoughts on this?
Yeah, for me, this is just my opinion. It's, I'm good on that. I'm good on that. It's just a little too much control for me that I've lost. I think I would like the original way. I don't want to give Apple that much control.
But you're not
Yeah.
giving. Hold on. Well, look, let me help you out a little bit. I'm gonna give you some Apple music right here. Okay.
Okay, I'll take the Apple.
You take the Apple music. Okay.
I'll take the
I
Apple.
don't. Is that too loud? Okay. I hope
No,
that's not.
it's okay.
It's okay.
It's
So I'm
okay.
gonna turn it down just a little bit. All right. So here we go.
Okay.
You passed away.
I've had,
You're no longer here.
correct.
People need to get access to your phone so that they can call your people to let them know, because everybody's not going to have your information. So if you set this digital legacy up, right? You're setting it up. Now
Okay.
they have access to your phone if something happens. You don't want to give that up?
No, because I guess I'm thinking about it can be manipulated. I'm thinking about it can be manipulated. It can get in the wrong hands. It has its pros and cons, but for me, I'm not okay with the thought of what happens. Everything can be manipulated, but I'm not okay with the what if part. The what if it gets in the wrong hands. And I understand there's all types of security and I have to set different keys and things of that nature, but it's because it's new right now. It's because it's
It's
new
only
and
because it's new, because
it's
I've
only
had
because
people that have, transitioned, and I mean, it's a pain in the butt trying to get certain things. And if you knew, like for me, and I'm Google, or I'm Android. So if something happened, all my passwords are in my phone in a certain area. Now, it's not to say that you know where it's at, but that person is grieving over you. The first thing that you're going to think of is all your personal information is right there. So
right.
now it could be easier to get certain things as opposed to trying to go to a court order. Maybe there could be a password that you may need. It may be, I don't know what you put in your phone. You don't know what I put in my phone. But the person that, is taking over my affairs, I would want to hope that, access to my personal information would be okay, with the person that has the phone. I don't know. That's just my thought process.
No, and I completely understand that and completely. legally, I completely understand that, and I personally have had that issue being alive. So, as I said before, I understand from both perspectives how that can be a very difficult situation. As I said before, it's because it's new, it's one of those things, it has to be tested and tried first. So, it's almost like
But you're not gonna be here. You're
I
gonna be.
know that's
And I'm
actually
not
true.
knocking no ill will on you or anything like
Right,
that.
right.
But
Yeah,
I
that's the
mean,
catch
if
22.
something happens, I mean,
Yeah,
my thing
yeah,
is, you got to remember, something happens to you. It's not like the police are going to get access to this phone. They're not. We know
right.
that. It's only going to be for your personal family members, and not everybody gives out their passwords and everybody gives out their codes to everybody. Now if you're married, I would hope that you would take care of that. But I'm looking at what hit the spot 1006 says. She's like, my mother and my boyfriend and my daughter has all my info already, no need for the extra. So you don't want me to be in your business, that's what you're saying.
Well, no, think about it this way. So when the iPhone 13 comes out, right? So think about, you have everyone that goes out and they get it the on pre-order, right? They get it on pre-order. And then, it has all these malfunctions and glitches, and then you have the group that will decides to get it, let's say maybe a month or a few months after it's out, when they worked out the kinks, or it's not getting hot, or it's not catching a fire, so to speak. And then, it's better. So I'm just saying, maybe not me per se, and I don't want to sound selfish, but it's a better version. It's better equipped. I'm saying personally, let's let it get tried first. Let's let it right now. It's just, I feel like in the testing and trial phase. They're still working out the kinks. They're throwing the fishing rod out there to see if it works. It's in the testing. Let's be honest. It's in, hey, let's see if this is gonna work out first. I feel like personally that's the phase it's in. We're going to see if this is going to work out, because we know we have a problem and this can be a solution, but we don't know if it's going to 100% work out. It's still 50-50. And that's my position on it. Ow.
All right, well, like she said, she does. You in the comments, what do you think? Would you give up? And I'm not saying give up, but would you create a digital legacy account for somebody that would be pertinent to your info, that would have access to your information? I would love to know what you think. Would you give your access? Would you give up your information to that loved one if something happens to you? Because remember, you're no longer here, and people are going to be scrambling around looking for documents. My thing is, whether it's iPhone or Android, I think this is a good thing, to where you can designate somebody to have access to your information. They still have to provide the death certificate, but now they have this code, and now with that code, now you have that phone unlocked. That's just my thought process. I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing something that you're not seeing, but I would think that it would be safe, but you just never know. Maybe the person I have listed as the will and the person that has access to my phone might be two different people. I don't know. It's just my thoughts.
So additionally, let how many people actually house all of the information, every piece of information also, and I'm not saying you're wrong, how many people actually house all of that information in their phone also?
Well, I put a lot of, like, so for me, and I don't want to put all my business out there, but I put all my passwords, or majority, I'm not going to say all, but majority of my passwords are in my phone. So if you need to access something to where maybe it could be billing information, and you can
Mhm.
reach out to those companies and say, hey, I'm no longer here, don't charge my
Right.
account. That would be
Correct. Yeah, that
perfect for
sounds.
something like that. But if you don't have that information, I mean, until they close that bank account, the companies don't care. They taking my money. So if I die on the 29th, on the first, that money coming out their account. So I'm screwed, right?
But legally, it's going to be a step further than that. It's not just you're going to be able to call on that person's behalf and say, "Hey, I need you to stop billing this account." You're going to need some further information,
No.
correct?
Well, I'm looking at it like this. If something happens, and as Amy says, she would share she would create a digital legacy account.
Hmm.
Let me see who else said. John Pullum says 100%. He would. I'm just trying to go down here and see what they say. John says, yes, I would. My family photos, etc., are on there, and that they would want to see. I'd be dead, so I wouldn't care. You've already designated people. So yes, even though I've designated you as my primary person to hit the spot, that doesn't mean that you have access to my phone, right?
Right.
But somebody said, well, hit the spot says, yeah, exactly, Crystal. Then Jeff Bull says, I think it's necessary in many situations. Definitely feel like some governance needs to exist to protect that data. But yes, I provide.
Hmm.
And let me see what else is. Let me see. What does he say? Jeff also says akin to handling or handing power of attorney over to a trusted loved one to take care of affairs when I'm not around. I think it's just really just more of the person. You're only setting this up and you're only creating a digital legacy account to the person that you want to send it to. So if it's your mom, your daughter, your significant other, you're only sending that digital legacy account to them. It's not like you're sending it to five random people or you're forced to do this. This is just something that if you feel comfortable trusting that person enough, you say, if something happens to me, because it doesn't matter anyway, you're gone, right? Let me go ahead and give you access to my phone, and then that way whatever you find, all you can do is just be mad at me if you find something that you didn't want to hear or you didn't want to see. That's just my thought process. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Oh, let's see. It says, "Hey, tall boy." What does she say? "Hey, tall boy," is Shirley. I agree, it's a good idea, but everyone needs a will or trust. But okay, in all fairness, everybody does need a will, and you can go to
Absolutely.
freewills.com. You can make a donation to Wikipedia, and they will give you a free will. You can make a $5 donation, and they will set you up on Wikipedia with a free will. Just a simple $5 donation, and as a thank you, they hook you up with a will to where you don't even have to do that. Or if you have, call your local attorney and whoever you feel comfortable with. But everyone does not think like having a will and a trust. People don't think like that. They write stuff down on a piece of paper or they tell you that this is what it is. But I get it. The challenge here is, let's see, what does he say? Shalala la says, production says, the challenge for me is whether or not anyone would want to access to digital legacy, considering how I'm prone to tech issues. Well, that's something else to think about as well. Okay. Well, it's a nice thought. Put your comments in the messaging bar. Tell us what you think. Some of you guys have already commented, and we're gonna move on to this next story. Um, Now, these new cars. You have a key fob?
I do.
You do have a key fob. Okay.
I do have.
Um, is your car, let me ask you, is it 2018 or newer, or is it pre 2018?
It's pre 2018.
Okay. So you're still in the clear. All right. So let's just put this out here. Toyota is doing some things that might be interesting. And I really think that this is going to start happening with newer cars, such as the Teslas and stuff like this. But check it out and just let me know what you think. Toyota is going to start charging drivers for the convenience of using their key fobs to remotely start their cars. Toyota models 2018 or newer will need a subscription in order for the key fob to support remote start. Excuse me. I'm over here, but you know what? I'm messing up. I don't have my adult beverage in my hand, and I'm about to choke on myself the wrong way. So if you guys got your adult beverages, you got your adult beverage. You got your adult beverage.
I have my orange juice.
Okay. Well, if y'all have y'all adult beverages, cause see, I'm
Ginger
about to
ale,
die
I
over
have
here.
yes.
Okay, you got your wine, you got your orange.
My ginger
See,
ale
see,
out of my
see,
fancy
see I'm struggling.
glass.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm about to choke over here trying to read a story about a key fob.
Oh
And,
no,
and
don't
look,
do
I don't
that.
have no digital legacy or anything. So when I roll over, ain't nobody gonna have access to any of my stuff. All right. So,
Oh
but
no.
so check this out. Don't judge me. I'm just telling it like it is. All
No
right.
judgment.
Yeah, so basically, Toyota's going to start charging drivers for the convenience of using their key fobs to remotely start their cars. It has to be a subscription, or they're going to put you on a subscription in order for the key fob to support remote start functionality. Buyers are offered a free trial of Remote Connect, but the length of that trial depends on the audio package that it's included with the vehicle. Even more confusingly, only some Toyota models support Audio Plus or premium audio packages that the free trial is offered with. In other words, the key fob's remote start functionality is tied to the audio package that comes with the car. So if you went out and bought a Toyota 2018 model or newer, depending on the car that you have to have this audio package. So if you're like live in Michigan, like John Pullum, and it's snowing outside, you can set the temperature to do the auto defrost. Or if you're up in New York, like a Lisa Marie, who's out here in New York and it snows out that way, you know, these key fobs, they could actually be great to do the auto, the auto start functionality. But you have to have an audio package, which is kind of confusing a little bit. And I think that that's kind of where this is. Where this is kind of makes it kind of kind of tricky here. So if you don't have that audio package, and once your free trial ends, you won't be able to start your car automatically. Your thoughts on this? What do you think of this?
I'm just hoping that there's some type of clause that really protects the buyers in this case because that's a bit deceptive. I can't imagine purchasing a car and now getting hit with this that I'm not going to be able to start my car without forcefully having to purchase a subscription.
Well, I mean, that's how they doing it. Like Hit the Spot says, that's just a way to get more money. They're already paying the note, which is straight up. Let me say, oh, what's up? My man James Hicks is in the building. What's up, fam? I saw you just ended your live stream. Let me see what else is saying. Let's see. Jeff Bull says, I get
And
it.
by the way, I don't agree with it.
You don't agree with it, so you wouldn't want you so everybody loves the functionality because I've had a remote start on one of my previous vehicles and I thought it was really cool. Now I paid to have it
Very
all
much.
installed. Now I
Yeah.
didn't have a key fob to do this, but it was great to know that you can have your heat already on, you had your temperatures already set, everything was good, you didn't have anything to worry about. But now with these key fobs, they're going to charge you just to be able to they're going to charge you just to be able to to start your car once your audio package ends. Jeff Bull says subscription services is where businesses are moving to create predictable long-term revenue, but seriously, I can't make out the rest of it, Jeff. But yeah, that's in everything that we do, whether it's Spotify, whether it's Audible, everybody is doing subscription services, and I think this is something that James, the who was on our show and gave a lot of content here. We used to talk about subscription services a lot, and it was like, hey, this is a great way to 12.95 that equals up. 9.99 that equals up. So 9.99 times 12, you're paying upwards of 120, $130 every month. 15.99, 19.99 every month. That stuff starts to add up. So I
Right.
think that this is just one of those situations where we need to pay attention to say, all right, well, when you start to say, I'm going to go out and buy a new vehicle for 2022, or if you choose to purchase a vehicle before the end of the year, maybe you might want to say, well, is this something that I want to look into? Um, can I get this as a service that's included with my package?
Correct.
So, and if you don't ask and you find out, then you're going to be upset. Let me see what is some of these other questions are saying. A, a bit very deceptive. Yes, it is. Um, only wanted to start my car in the winter, but I have an older model. But yeah, but that's the thing. Right now, if you go out and purchase a new car, Lisa Marie, and you have a newer version and you have a key fob, as long as you have this audio package, you're okay. But as we read this article towards the bottom here, BMW, they said, does let you pay to unlock the new feature in your car. It's a way that's been described as in-car microtransactions. Then the all-electric Porsche has a similar system, which lets drivers purchase new optional features for their Porsche, like active lane keeping, your dynamic light system plus. And then Cadillac also charges $25 a month at the end of the free trial for its hands-free driving mode. So, I mean, all of these car companies are starting to come up with microtransactions or subscription services. Um, they say earlier in the article, it says it looks like some users have been aware of this for years. In a thread dated back to 2019 on the Toyota Nation forum, users discussed the key fob's remote start functionality. Some users claim that their key fob is still able to start their car remotely. However, most of the users on the thread that own a Toyota that's 2018 or newer says that they may still be covered under the free trial. So I think the free trial, if I'm correct, when I read this article earlier, I think you get like maybe 3 to 5 years. I'm not sure how long the free trial. Oh, it says here earlier in the article, I think they say you get up to 10 years. So somewhere right here, if I'm correct, I don't know if I'm showing it in the right place here. Let me see if I see it here. Yeah, I think right here, somewhere in here, it says the somewhere the pamphlet linked. Let's scroll down. While the Car Audio Plus gives drivers the luxury of free remote starts using key fobs for 3 years, a car purchase with premium audio offers free remote starts for 10 years. After that, the drivers will have to pay $8 per month or $80 for the year for the full remote connected service, which includes the remote start feature for the key fob. Would you pay $80 a year for a remote start?
I mean, I like the luxury, as I said before, and I probably would. The thing for me is I like to be informed. It's a difference if you're telling somebody up front, don't steal my options away. Don't steal my options away. I like to be informed, just simple as that. You can get more from somebody if they know going into something. And you mentioned earlier about the people that was already aware with the other companies. I'm sure BMW and the other people that offer similar services, they may have known about it going in. You could do a lot more or negotiate the terms if you knew about it beforehand. Don't wait until I purchase the car and it sounds like glitter and gold and then hit me with the, oh yeah, you purchased your car and you're paying a car note. And then by the way, you have to start your car manually, because you got to purchase this subscription. That's not going to work for me.
Right. Now they're saying, Shirley is saying, is this going to be standard on all new cars? And what if I don't want it? So apparently there's some features that you can go in and say you want. And quite naturally, and I know when you go into a car dealership, they're going to say, would you like to upgrade? We can give you this for free for
For free.
6 months or for 2 years. And then now
Yeah,
that's how they hooked you, because once again, it's a free trial.
it's a free
And
trial.
and once the free trial ends, now you didn't read the fine print, and they're not going to tell you the fine print, right? No one's not going to tell you the fine print. So if you don't, like, just sign here, initial here, sign there, right? That's exactly what's going to happen, and you know it, and I know it. So I think that that's where the problem comes in. and they're going to tell you all these great features, but you have to ask. And I'm saying, ladies, please, when you go into these car dealerships, don't let them try to sucker you or clown you or, make you think that you don't know anything. Just ask, do I have to pay anything extra? Like, show me where I will not have to pay anything extra, and I'm pretty sure you'll be taken care of. So I think that that's something that you have to ask.
Very good point.
I mean, I'm just keeping it real. I mean, you just got to keep it real, and you got to let people know. Like, let people know what they're up against. Because if you didn't tell me, but they're going to say, well, you didn't read the fine print. So now, as we go into 2022, we may have to start looking at the fine print because we know there's a hustle somewhere, right? It's a hustle somewhere. She's like, oh, okay, whatever.
Indeed. Yeah, indeed.
All right, well, this is the part of the show we do our call to action. So, hey, everybody, my name is Tallboy. I want you to check out the Lab Tech Show. It's on YouTube. We have micro content on Instagram and Facebook where you can check out some of the shorter snippets of the show. But for the most part, check out the Lab Tech Show on YouTube. Just search for it. It's right there. That's it. Nothing more. So y'all already know what it is. It's the Lab Tech Show. Y'all can check out the previous shows. You know how we rock. I try to create micro content, try to find the best pieces out of the show, try to let you find out, what's going on in a more simplified version. I'm just trying to break down this tech in a language that you understand. And that's pretty much it. Let me see. Let's see what some of these comments say. And I'm gonna get you to do this shout out. You want to do a drop for me to talk about the Lab Tech Show? You want to hook it up while I read these comments? Hold on.
Okay.
Let's see what some of these let's see what some of these comments say. $80 a year. I'm not paying. Nope. Sammy Superstar. What's going on, Sammy? I've been watching, haven't commented. I don't want to win anything tonight, so don't put me in the giveaway. Sammy, there's no giveaways tonight. You won all the giveaways thus far for the year, so I'm scared to do a giveaway with you in it, with you watching the show. Let's see. The hook. Beware, tall boy. Oh, my God. No. Come on, Shirley. Don't do this to me. Shirley, don't do this. She says you would make a good car salesman. No, because I'm gonna tell you the truth, and then no, car salesmen they're not always honest. I only know two honest car salesmen that I know, and everybody else I know that there's some type of catch, and they're gonna leave you out, and then I'm not gonna get my money. And I know that the key to all of this is if you don't tell the truth, it is what it is. So let me see. Oh, here's a comment. Do you agree with this statement here? Hit the spot says the men get suckered more than the women. Do you agree with that?
Ooh.
Do you guys agree with that? Put that in the comments. Go ahead.
Ooh. Okay. That's interesting. You know what? Nowadays, I've actually heard a salesperson chime in on that personally to me. And I'll tell you why. Because I ask questions. Some women with game. I think it's more so women, I think salespeople are now having a heart for women. Women, we sometimes go through some things. There's some women out there that are really, really thriving.
Hold up.
Women are thriving. I mean, women more and more are becoming breadwinners. They're making dollars. I'm telling you. And so I think
Come
I'm
on.
just
I'm
my
just
truth.
the more you keep on giving the acts of affirmation, I'm just giving you. I'm just as long as you're doing
I'm
it, I
just
got you.
telling you. And I think, when we step on the car lot, I think we're coming, and they just know. They know we're coming. The bank accounts, the credit. everything. They know we're stepping on there and we're stepping on there right. And so they already know that we're on there to make action. We're going to drive away with what we want. They're not just going to hand us any type of vehicle. And they know a lot of times men.
Ow.
I'm just speaking truth. I'm just saying.
No, hey,
Nothing.
as James says, we got the ego. We go in and say, this is what we want. And they're going to give us exactly what we want. And then we find out we could have got something more or could have got it for a little bit cheaper or something like that. So if you come in
Yeah.
there and act like the blonde that has no clue, then maybe, you might get something better, because they just want to, think that they might get something extra. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Um, okay. This is a good question here. Um, Here's a good question here. It says, I mean, a good response here. Let's see, what does the comment say? It says, that's interesting. Could be true. Women are hard sales. Okay. Interesting.
And we do
Okay.
our homework. We do our homework too.
Yeah, that's true. Now I will give you that. So I will give you that. Completely believe that men tend to think that they know more and act more confident, leaving themselves open for manipulation. So just keep in mind, ladies, key fobs, Toyota, if you have the Toyota brand, but also Cadillac has done this, BMW has done this, Porsche has done this. They're all hook, line, and sinking you with, well, we'll give you some type of free something. And when the package ends, if you want to do more, then like Cadillac is charging $25 a month at the end of the free trial for its hands-free driving mode. Toyota is saying after the end of our free trial, you can no longer start your car. So you need to ask. I'm just saying, just throw it out there and ask and make sure that you're not getting hustled, okay? Or make sure that there's no extra that you will have to pay. All right? So just keep that in mind.
So I have a question.
Go ahead.
Now, what's the likelihood, in your opinion, that, all brands are going to kind of revert, kind of go to this subscription thing?
All brands are doing it.
So you think eventually it's kind of inevitable that everybody's going to go to the subscription?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Your Audible is a subscription. What else? I can't think off the top of my head, but YouTube TV is a subscription.
I
You
mean,
got
in the car industry, in the car
and the car,
industry.
and well, they're already doing it. I mean, think about it. Cadillac just said that they're going to do $25 a month, $8 a month for Toyota. So, I mean, if you want an added feature, then once the subscription ends, it's not like, or you pay for the year. So it's either annually or monthly. Which one do you want? That's the subscription when you pay for it, right?
Right, correct.
So, I mean, if you want an added feature, and I'm not a car guy, I don't know anything about selling cars, but I already know that if you want an added feature, um, and it's something that, can be monetized, they're going to find a way. So just think about that as you go into it. Ladies, oh, look, somebody said they don't think so. All right, we're going to leave that alone. I was going to have you do a drop. You want to do the drop for the show? I didn't know if you wanted to do it or not because we were over here taking questions and stuff like that. So you want to you want to do it? All I just ask is that you just say, "Hey, follow the show, check it out, on YouTube, and that kind of good old stuff." And I'm trying to see if I can find where we fired off. Let me see 1 second. There we go. So all you just say is, "Hey, your name. Do you want check out the show? Follow on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook,
Okay.
and then whatever it says on the show." Here we go.
Hey, LaCrystal Lockett. Follow us on social media, The Lab Show, The Lab Show Tech Show.live. Follow us on social media, The Lab Tech Show, The Lab Tech Show. Follow us on social media. All right. Social media, YouTube, social media, The Lab Tech Show, The Lab Tech Show Live.
All right, there you go. All right. Look. The Digital Hack Growth Hacks Club says, "Do your drop, Miss Lady. Go ahead."
I
Uh,
appreciate it. Thank you.
ladies, I need your help on this one. I really do. Um, this is the one that I really need y'all's opinion on. All right, this article that we're about to show here. Let me see if I can find it. Kroger is testing smart shopping carts from Caper. Have you heard about this?
I have not.
You have not heard about Kroger testing smart shopping carts. All right, so check this out. Let me see if I can bring this down right here. Actually, let me show you a video before we read the story. Let me show you a video. So Kroger is doing smart shopping carts. That's how it works. You literally put your reusable bags into the cart. I guess you can buy your own bags, whatever. I mean, get bags or whatever the case may be. But you can literally do all of your shopping right there without standing in line ever again to do checkouts. Let me read this, and I would love to get your thoughts. Please put in the comments what you think of that video. I would love, because this is very controversial here. Um,
It's
she said, "I'm itching," and I want the ladies to comment because you guys do all the shopping. So I really want to know how you guys really feel about this. All right. So Kroger, the largest United States supermarket operator, is piloting an artificial intelligent powered smart shopping cart from a company called Caper, and basically they're going to call it KroGo. They're testing this out in Cincinnati, I want to say. They've actually been testing it out in Cincinnati since last October. They've been testing a new shopping cart powered by Caper at one store last fall in the Cincinnati area that offers customers a seamless shopping experience where they can scan items and pay all on the cart. The expansion plans will be guided by insights from customers and associates. Caper Cart uses artificial intelligence and machine learning to scan products as customers put them in the cart, which has a built-in scale for items sold by weight, a touchscreen near the cart's handle displaying a running tally of items selected, and an attached a point of sale card terminal which allows customers to pay for their purchase right on the cart. Shoppers bag their own groceries, and once payment is completed, they exit the store. Besides tracking purchases, the cart screens can display shopping list recommendations, offer promotional offers, as well as provide wayfinding capabilities according to Caper. Shoppers too can scan their loyalty cards when checking directly from the cart. Your thoughts?
so listen. I'm conscious of a few things here. The first thing after seeing this video, all I could think of is what about job elimination? That's the first thing, after seeing this video. I just thought about that's going to eliminate a lot of jobs. That's the only thing I thought about. But I also thought about convenience, how convenient that would be, in getting people in and out. It would get people in and out of, the supermarkets. You can go, it's very convenient. You don't have to wait in line. But personally, I've been seeing that coming. Think about if you go into, and I'm a shopper of Kroger. I love Kroger. I love Publix, especially. But I've seen that coming for a while. Whenever I'm shopping, I see that you may have two cashiers. You have the self checkout. So I've kind of seen that coming for a while. But
Okay.
I don't. I've had mixed feelings about it. I don't know
Okay.
yet.
So some ladies are saying this might get me back to shopping at Kroger. Some people are saying I
Yeah,
like it.
I
Some
think.
people, somebody just said I'm paying five. What? I'm paying $5 a bag for chicken wings. I'm not scanning my bag and my stuff too. That was hit the spot. Amazon grocery stores have them now. Um,
Mhm.
John Pullum from Michigan says that's great. I'm not having to deal with humans. Um, there's an Amazon store in Long Beach, California that has them. Used one the last time I was visiting. They're awesome. I like the self checkout. This is awesome. This is for me. So, I mean, we're getting a lot of feedback here. So, here's my main thing. If I'm going to the grocery store and I'm dropping $200 in groceries, because we all know grocery prices, they're going up. I got to bag my own groceries now. I got to scan my own stuff now. Like, come on now. Like, what? Come on, like help me help you. Like I mean, I'm a people person, so now I've just lost all the interaction with you. Now I know hit the spot 10:06 when she goes to the grocery store, she don't want to talk to nobody. She don't want you to say hello to her. She don't want you to do anything. But I mean, I think at the end of the day, it's like you're losing that customer, interaction, and I think that's the part that I have a problem with.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. As I said, when I first saw that, that was the first thing I thought about. I thought about, the loss of jobs, but also I'm a people person as well. I thought about customer interactions. What
This
about
guy.
that? I don't get to talk to anybody. I'm just
Right.
basically,
So you're literally just going in and you're just picking up what you want and like didn't have to
yeah,
interact with the cashier, just walked to a
nobody.
lane
Just
and rang it up, everything in the cart, boom.
in and out. That's boring for me. That's boring. I might as well just put on some headphones, in and out. That's boring. It, I might as well just shop online, and that's yeah, no.
I already
It's
do the self checkout, so not having to wait for a free checkout unit is great. Okay, well, I thought that y'all were gonna be like, nah, I need my own thing. But I mean, if this saves you 5 or 10 extra minutes at the grocery store, I mean, I take it that this would be great, right? It's practical, especially if shopping at Walmart checkout lines is too long and slow. Okay, I can understand that.
So here's the thing. I like the fact that it's available, but maybe not all the time. So in the article, I don't know if they said that it'll be across the board. Will it still be one of those things that they'll have maybe some lines open, or will they totally eliminate?
Well, I think it's going to be a process of elimination. I mean, you got to
Okay.
think about it. Back in 2000, in the early 2000s, that's when they introduced the self checkout lines. And
Right.
now you're living in an age where when you go to Kroger, they only have one lane open in the whole self checkout line. All of those lanes are open, and they only have one regular line
On the
open.
regular line. Yeah.
So I mean, so this is something that you have to factor in. So let's see. John Pullum says, let's sing, saying all the ladies what do grocery shopping isn't gonna win you any points. Oh my God. Now, John, I'm not. John, don't beat me up, man. I'm sorry. Hold up. I'm sorry, John. I got you. My bad. If you like to shop and you like to do all the shopping, by all means, that's all for you. I'm not knocking it. Just keep doing what you're doing. All right. I'm just saying the ladies are the primary shoppers. That's what I'm saying. Am I right? I mean, they're primarily now, John. If you want to do all the shopping, by all means. But I just think back to this. The I think that it will save time. So now you can do that extra 5 or 10 minutes to be on your phone, to be with your family, to prepare the meals, to pull out the clothes for the next day for the kids or whatever the case may be. I think that might be beneficial. So that's just something to think about. Nothing.
Yeah.
Um, what if there's a price discrepancy? I think that here's the thing. Here it's like, what if there is a price discrepancy? I'm pretty sure that there's going to be some type of error code, just like in the self checkout line, right? And if there's something wrong, your cart is going to flag. And when it flags, I'm pretty sure you're going to have to go to the person. You're not going to be able to walk out the store without
Gonna be
without
something.
having your stuff without having your stuff, not properly rang out, checked out properly. I don't think that they're going to do that. If the cart detects the weight, let's see, what does this question say? I'm sure the cart detects the weight as well, so they know if you're putting more stuff in the cart, right? So I'm pretty sure these smart carts, and they're testing this in Cincinnati, so I'm pretty sure they're not gonna. Um, Somebody says I think that there'll be a lot of theft. Okay, I
I
don't
thought
think.
about
So you really think that there could be some theft with this?
what I've considered is that maybe they'll invest the money. There may be some type of money in the budget for them in place of hiring cashiers for them to maybe tack on some security. That's my thoughts on it.
Well, I'm pretty sure with this testing in their corporate headquarters, which is Cincinnati, I'm pretty sure they're taking care, or they're trying to figure all of this out. I don't think that the cart is going to be able to leave. They'll probably put some geo fencing around the perimeter of the store to where the cart won't wheel after a certain distance of
Mhm.
the parking lot. So I don't think you have to worry about that. Scan the products going in, but the weight is off. It creates an alert. You need a person to review your uh, the cart to correct you. Right. So I mean, if you do anything that you're not supposed to do, I'm pretty sure that cart is gonna fire off and say, "Nah, something's not right. You need to get an attendant because you're not walking out of here with my stuff." Okay, they're not gonna allow that to happen. We all know
Yeah,
that.
some type of
So,
measures. Yeah.
yeah, they're gonna have. So here's another question here. What about the jobs people are going to lose? So
Okay.
here's it. So I guess this is a twofold. What about the people who don't want to work? Because the company says we're not going to pay the inflation amount, because some people are saying, hey, you guys aren't, $12 an hour is not enough to really honestly survive in this day and age. So people are saying I'd rather go work somewhere else or do something else before I go work for $12 an hour. That's how some people are thinking now. They just, the great resignation, as they call it. People have just said they just don't want to work for pennies on a dollar.
Hmm.
So they have to prepare themselves, just like TSA has to prepare themselves, right? If you don't get vaccinated by a certain time, TSA is now saying that we may have to use dogs to be able to help, expedite the process. So
Wow.
that's something that may end up I mean, you're going to have to find solutions. So I mean, this is just all out here. Um, Shade says in and out, brilliant. Um, um, so, and then also John says, I'm not a people person. Um,
Yes, that has to be so
let's see what
automated.
else is this person says. Kroger helping to make shopping soulless. I don't mind talking to people. It just doesn't have to last 2 hours. Um, Here's John saying, I like Aldi. And then here's another question here where it says, well, not a question, but why? Because half of the people don't want to go back to work now anyway, so I'm down for this. So, I mean, for the
Mhm.
people, I mean, if you're having a problem, you're going to come up with a solution. So either way we look at the board, there's going to be a problem. So you're either going to be for it or you're going to be against it. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, there's nothing that we can do about it. All you can do is just say, we're just trying to find solutions. And so if you don't work, they're going to find a solution for people who don't want to work, because the business, as my father used to always say, the job is still going to be there whether you there or not. They not going. The company is not going to go out of business as long as people are buying the product. They're going to find a way to stay relevant, if that makes
Yeah,
any sense. So this is just
exactly.
something. This is just something to think about. Amazon Fresh for me. She hates shopping. Um, uh, Shirley says low jack the carts. I don't know. I don't think product shrinkage will be any greater than it is now. Yeah, I think that they're gonna deal with something to where you don't have to deal with that. So they're not gonna allow that product to walk out of the store. Um, Nobody is making money. So this is more of a social issue, as opposed to corporate companies are not going to pay the money that they probably need to pay. Look at the truck
No.
drivers and their situation. All those, there's a lot of opportunity out there in California right now, out there at those shipyards where they can bring those shipping containers and deliver them. But the companies don't want to spend the money. If you pay more money, those truckers will drive out there if the money is right. But I
Right.
mean, if you don't want to pay, somebody's gonna be like, "Well, I'll just do another job somewhere else." So that's really, that's really what it really boils down to. And then I got the last comment that we have here is, what about the tech jobs of the people making the carts, repairing the carts, etc.? There will always be someone there watching over you. I don't know what the last part is, where he's saying, but yeah, I mean, we live in a digital society, and even though I'm trying to, break down tech to you in a language that we all understand, right?
Right.
The tech jobs are here, and they're going to constantly keep creating new things. Look at the key fob. Somebody created that key fob years ago. Now they're saying there's a way to make money off of it now, right?
Right. Right. That's
Apple, Steve Jobs, or whoever created Apple, I mean, now they're having digital legacy. You're going to buy an iPhone no matter what. Now they're just saying, hey, we're just trying to make it easier. Now Kroger is saying, no different. Here's the shopping carts. That's it. So this is technology at its finest. So, I mean, this is just something that we all have to pay attention to. I wanted you to be aware of what's going on in the tech community. And just be mindful. Like I said, when you start seeing this stuff and you're like, oh my God, this is really happening. Yeah, it's really happening. Just like we talked about digital vaccination cards. You can now upload your digital vaccination card to your phone, and now you don't have to walk around with your card crinkled up. I highly recommend you to go get it laminated, but you can put it in your phone and you're good to go. And you can do it all through Clear, and it's absolutely free. So just something to think about. I want you to be mindful. And as we go into this new year, these are, some tech trends, tech news that are happening in our world. All right. I got something for you real quick. Hey, y'all. Tallboy's on Amazon Fire and Roku. Check me out. It's TBE Media. All right. It's absolutely free. So for the ones that are not familiar, if you have a Roku channel or Amazon Fire, this is what it looks like on Roku. This is the Tallboy Experience. Just search TBE Media. You can see some of the shows that are right there, and you can kind of go. We have some cooking shows, we have some R&B shows, and we also have. I'm fired off the wrong button. Yeah, we have some cooking shows. We have some R&B shows, and then this show will be on there by Friday. So if you have an Amazon Fire or you have a Roku, you can check out the previous shows if you are not watching on YouTube. All right. So where can people follow you?
You can follow me on Facebook, or you can follow me on Instagram at Living Proof Locket.
Okay. Hopefully we get you like 5 or 6 followers tonight. You might get 20, you might get 50. You never know. I'm just trying to get you. I'm just trying to get you hooked up. So,
Okay, I appreciate it.
but this is tech news. I mean, your thoughts on the show this evening?
Well, I definitely appreciate it. It's such an honor to be on the show. I thank you so much for having me. I've enjoyed every bit of it, sharing my opinion and pretty interesting news. Oh my goodness. Definitely going to be careful. Thinking about buying a newer vehicle, and I'm going to consider everything that you said because that subscription, although we enjoy luxuries, that's definitely something to consider. Yeah, subscription. You want to include all of that in your expenses. I'm a finance person, so paying a car note, as we know in today's society, you want to calculate everything, every penny. So,
There you go. Well, look, you may have already found you a fan already. Let's see what did
hey
he say?
man,
What did he say? Where do we find where do we find LaCrystal? Man, rich vibes. Watch out there now. Rich vibes is over there trying to throw look. He's shooting shots. Okay, he's throwing up alley oops. You might want to slam dunk over there, LaCrystal. I don't know. No comment. Oh my God. Okay. Well. I tried. I tried. Hey, I tried. Rich
he was
Vibes is a good guy. I think he's a good guy. But look,
he on
guys, I'll see you guys next week. You guys already know, same time, same place. YouTube, tell a friend. This is what we do. Tech news. We're trying to break it down in a language that you understand, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show. All right. I hope to see you next Wednesday. It's the 23rd, and I think, or is it the 22nd? Is it the 22nd or the 23rd? Next Wednesday.
oh,
I
don't
think
have
it's
a
the
time.
22nd because Saturday is the 25th, and that's 3 days later. Yeah, so December 22nd, we'll have a show next. So right before the
Second.
holidays, we'll have a show, and I think you may, if you're into e-biking, you may like next week's show. Okay, so
All
something
right.
like that. All right. With that being said, thanks to Crystal. Follow her at
Thank
Living Proof Locket and Rich Vibes. I tried, man. Y'all know what it
you.
is. It's Tech News,
Thank
guys. We out.